Welcome back to I Only Speak Green Tea every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Play that intro.
Ooh, the intro.
You forgot about the intro.
Bro, I already got it.
Bobbin.
I can't dance. Welcome back to I Only Speak Green Tea, everybody. Here with Astro Red, K Sada, and yours truly, Space League.
What's going on, BACH? How you been? We've been doing a lot of shit recently. Cooking. Recording all the fucking artists we know. Hitting them all up. Collabing with everybody.
Finalizing songs for our project.
Mixing down shit. Separating, organizing. Updating the studio. Bro, you already know how it is.
Big moves.
Bigger moves than you could dream. Astronomical moves. So, what were you saying? Astro World is a carried project, bro?
Guys, now, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, man, fuck you, because his fan base is pretty deep. But,
Right.
guys, Astro World, personally, I listened to the album about 3 or 4 times. Because when I listen to an album, I have to listen to it that way.
And I only liked hearing Astro in that shit, bro.
High key.
That's all I liked about it.
I have to listen to it because the first time I listened to it with a bias. The second time, I have a even more extreme bias. Third time, I'm listening to it to really have an opinion that's not too biased. So,
What are those first 2 biases?
basically, I'm listening for lyrics and style. Then the second time, I'm listening to see like if there's like if he really was like popping. You know what I mean? Like if it really like I'm listening to see if I can find what everybody else hears that is so awesome. Then my third listen is literally just to come to like a final agreement within myself, so I don't sound biased talking to you guys.
Right.
So, you know, and it's automatically biased because I'm an individual person. But I think he was carried, bro. And honestly, the best songs were
How
the
many
features.
are on there?
Sway Lee, Nav, Thugga, I want to say like I don't remember everybody that's featured on it, bro. There's more. There's at least like six or seven
Those are
artists.
already like 3 pretty huge names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
All these overhyped artists with shit ton of features talking like they got it themselves, you know?
I mean, are those
Travis
those
Scott's a pretty cool
features-
guy, though. It's just not...
Sway Lee. Did I say Sway Lee?
It's not a good
Yeah.
portrayal of, you know, what you're really doing.
Are the features like the most popular ones?
To be honest,
The one with Drake is the most popular one.
yeah, I didn't even say Drake. I didn't have to say Drake. You guys should know that.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, the one with Drake was one of the most popular because DJ Demix had his mouth all the way open like a dick was gonna fly out the screen for him. He was just like, when he heard Drake go, oh, that was literally his face. I was just like, look at this dick riding ass nigga, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, guys, there were too many features on the project because I'm thinking that, you know, it's gonna be Travis Scott kind of soloing most of it, and most people will be like, he's a freaking musical genius. He's gonna get an artist that fits the song, bro. He's gonna have an artist on practically every song. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what is with that? I went to it because I thought he did some magnificent, like, different kind of shit.
He hyped it up hard as fuck, and like it seemed like
Yeah.
it would have been some crazy shit. Like he would have, you know, probably like
Yeah. Had his own
just stalled
creativity
on,
behind
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't have so many features or some shit. Yeah.
My favorite song was the one with Sway Lee on it.
Okay.
If you put Ray Shrimmer on your
Yeah.
album, it's gonna bump. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you put Drake, Young Thug, Ray Shrimmer, those 3 right there, we can stop there. That's 3 giant ass fan bases flying to your music. It's strategic. It is strategic, but really, I'm listening to it. I'm like, so Travis Scott's not saying anything crazy. Every feature he was outshined, straight up. Like, that's how I feel about it. And he sounds the fucking same. Every song. What's up with this man? You know, I don't like it. I just don't like how he really does sound the same every song. He hasn't switched the style up all the way. Stop Trying to Be God was very out there, and I think it's overrated. To be honest, you know, it was super overrated, but I did like what he did on it. You know,
Right.
manipulating his voice and making it kind of have that ominous or omniscient type of vibe.
Yeah.
It's overhyped. The project's a picture of, like, you know, his mouth, and, you know, it's a circus or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just
Right.
said, oh, we're going
the entrance to the circus.
yeah, and there's no, I don't feel like anything that came on in that album really fit that vibe. You know,
Okay.
just for the cover.
K-Sada had an amazing track that fit the vibe for like a crazy circus, and even Kurt Cobain was a little bit of that, but it wasn't even like it was more hype, like.
But wasn't
bass.
the idea that inside of the circus it was more like like it was different in there. It wasn't like the way it looked outside. It looked like some fucking like spacey shit, like you're in space or whatever.
True, because I could just be bashing it, but it's not a bad album. I'm gonna be honest, it's not bad. It's overrated as fuck. The production's clean. Everybody's verses were pretty clean. Travis's were lacking. There were some verses where he said some pretty interesting shit, but it's kind of like he's just saying shit, or he's trying to like have a story. I guess like he's trying to say something to you, and then he says some wild shit, and then it goes back to straight up, and then it's just a bunch of ignorant shit again. Every rapper does that. Well, if you're gonna say that it's like godly and all this shit, then I gotta hear some godly shit. Like, for example, Denzel Curry's album.
Denzel Curry's dropping hot ass shit, and you already know. Kodak going to college. Basically told me.
Yeah, Kodak is out and he's going to college. He posted. Well, he might be more than like he posted on Twitter asking his fans, "What college should I go to?"
But I mean, you don't think he's just playing around?
I mean, it could be hype, but if he goes to college, like I said, it don't do him any bad. You get smarter.
Yeah.
And I can even do a comparison between Kodak and Travis. People would say that Travis is a little more.
I know. I think Kodak is definitely better than Travis.
You feel me? His style. You guys are from Miami. You'd say that. Listen, he's from Broward, and you his
South Florida represent.
Gang. Freaking his voice. He sounds a lot to me. He just sounds like a harder. He just sounds harder.
Yeah.
He vibes a lot more. He almost introduced a new style to the point to where I don't know if you guys heard of Glock 9. This nigga sounds just like him. He had the nerve to jump, huh?
Oh yeah, Soldier Kid too.
And Soldier Kid. I haven't listened to Soldier Kid yet, guys.
Bro, he sounds exactly like him. It's crazy.
I gotta check him out. High key, Glock 9 rides, but you know what I mean. I can't listen to somebody that sounds exactly like Kodak just because you're from Broward. You can't I don't want people to take that shit and be like, that's a Broward sound, bro. I don't want that. I want people
disrespecting me.
Bro, I don't even need for it to be like that. I just want people to come out with new shit. I don't want people to come out sounding like him and being like, man, this is RK3 Saucy in the building.
Look, man. They sound the same, right? I understand, but people that actually listen to Kodak and have been listening to him since he started are gonna notice the difference between them, and that's why I fucks with like Soldier Kid, Glock 9, Kodak, because I noticed the difference between them. You feel me?
There is a big difference.
You haven't probably been listening to Kodak as long as me, or since he came out, and because I've been listening to him every day, every week. You feel me? Hearing his new shit, everything, and then Soldier Kid and fucking Glock 9 came out, and there's oh shit, that's some Broward shit, and you could tell. And pretty much Kodak is just making a new wave for Broward.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
You can tell the difference between
they're not
Miami
trying to copy him. It's just because
Broward sound.
they're from Broward, so that's how they sound.
But that's the thing. I want artists to sound different. And high key, they do, because Glock 9, I think he's a little wilder. I'm just saying. He's way wilder than Kodak. He G shit. He slides on the beat. I sat there watching his music videos, listening to individual shit when I came across him, because my homeboy put me on to him. Then I went home. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga? Click. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He's bumping.
Kodak Black is way more lyrical though.
He is.
Way more.
And you guys say he's not. You're a fool. You gotta sit there and listen to him.
He's lyrical as fuck. People just don't notice because they just hear it. They don't know what the fuck he's saying, so they just don't look into it.
And it's not mostly his most poppin' songs either.
Some of them, yeah, he said some pretty wild shit in them.
True.
If you want to listen to the lyrical shit, obviously it's not gonna be in his mainstream shit.
Exactly.
But that's every artist, pretty much. Except for Logic, Kendrick, But even then, sometimes Kendrick.
That's why 6ix9ine is on the billboards.
Lyrical as fuck.
Because
that's other shit.
They don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
Mad City.
Yeah.
City, that shit is not lyrical. I don't really find that song lyrical at all.
I forgot which was Mad City. Mass
people,
Pollution Late. Some mass. Was that one?
What's the one that goes? If Pyrus and Crips all get along, they probably got me down.
Okay, yeah, that song he was just telling a story. I agree with that. It wasn't that was a story.
But that was for the people a lot, because it goes yeah.
Man down, where you from,
bro?
Nigga.
I blasted that shit in my fucking Mustang in high school.
No, that was a great song, but I think it was kind of lyrical though.
No, it was lyrical, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
that was
it's not
his
as
conscious
lyrical
more
as other
storytelling.
shit.
That was a lot of
for
his
the
conscious
people.
shit, bro.
But he was saying that it wasn't lyrical. I'm saying it
No, I'm
was.
saying it wasn't as lyrical as other shit.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
Like
And that
for
was
the
bumping.
people, like some mainstream shit.
Seemed like the whole city going
That-
that scene.
I can see how that was a little bit more of where, you know, it was less of K Dot, more of Kendrick Lamar.
He hasn't been
Like,
K
Bitch
Dot
Don't
since
Kill My
Training
Vibe.
Day, bro.
Bitch don't kill my vibe.
Now he wasn't even K Dot then. He hasn't been K Dot
That's what I'm
since
saying,
like Training Day. Bitch,
That's
don't
what I'm
kill my
saying.
vibe.
Mad City is where I'm saying might be like a turning point where you hear like his more Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Like that started after Mad City.
Right.
He started doing
Well,
that
Bitch Don't
shit.
Kill My Vibe came out before Mad City. It came out on Section 8. Or Section 8 or
I'm
Overly
tripping.
Dedicated.
I don't even know what the fuck. I didn't know that.
Right?
I thought it was a lot more recent than
Bitch
Mad
Don't Kill My
City.
Vibe. I don't think that was Overly Dedicated. I think that was Section 80.
Yeah. So yeah, Section 80. That's where Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe came on. Because that other song was on there. It's like with the Aaliyah song. And you know,
So Swimming
Forgot what it
Pools wasn't on the same one with Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
no. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe was on the radio and Jay-Z hopped on it.
So, what do you
Yeah.
think about Tekashi with the Spanish music?
Okay,
Let's talk
now
about new shit.
I like Tekashi 6ix9ine a lot. I like Spanish music. I am Spanish. I can't understand most of it, but I get down with I forgot what they called it. It's like reggaeton and
Salsa.
yeah, all that shit. I love it.
Yeah.
Like it's just in my blood. My grandma used to play it all the time. But now him on a Spanish song, I know. I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about hearing his voice on it. You know, because of how wild he is, and I know he's not gonna do any of that there. I feel like he's a little limited, but I want to see what he does. But the thing is, if he goes 9 for 9 on this shit, in my opinion, you can't stop him. He will not
Bruh,
be able to be stopped.
The thing is that you're definitely gonna hear that in Miami, bro.
Oh yeah, for
You're
sure.
definitely gonna hear it in Miami more than fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Because
that's gonna
Miami
be
is fucking by
hella
cultural as
Cubans,
fuck.
bro.
Yeah.
Hella Cubans here, bro.
Hella Spanish people, bro.
Spanish.
Everybody.
Freaking Pacific Islanders.
But then again, bro, I'm friends with Spanish people, and even then they listen to Tekashi, his regular shit.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, man.
Spanish, because my age still listen to music like that. And
I
they
feel
know
like
what
all
the fuck I'm
music
saying.
follows like what
Anybody
the United States is
listens to
going out
anything
with.
type
You know,
shit. Like
the
you,
U.S.
you don't know what the fuck you're saying in Spanish music, you still listen to it. Like if it sounds good, you listen to it no matter what it is. That's the thing with music. There's not one language for it. There's only one
Yeah.
language for it.
Bro, like
That's
exactly
I was talking about this like Hispanic track that's fucking, bro. A lot of DJs are playing this shit. At least at the place I work at, that they were fucking playing the song in Hispanic. You could only, it was all in Spanish, but like I couldn't understand a single word. But it
It's
was
probably Bad Bunny.
it was literally like the snares were trappy as fuck, and it was like bass and that shit like a trap song, but it was Spanish guys singing over it type shit.
That was definitely Bad
You know,
Bunny, bro.
Like a lot of like new
Yeah.
wave comes from, like it's always come from, the United States. I felt, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like at least, where else have you heard
Oh,
trap from?
yeah. Well, I mean, trap. Yeah.
And trap's like starting to go worldwide, bro.
It's
Or it
already
has
worldwide.
already.
It's already
It's international.
Like Japan fucking loves trap too.
Everybody loves trap everywhere, except for like Middle Eastern. I feel like they don't fuck with trap.
I feel like Middle East loves trap.
What?
I don't know
No,
about.
I don't know about that. I don't think they're riding around in the desert listening to fucking
Probably
Tekashi.
He's stupid.
Alright.
You feel me? He's in there saying that wild shit.
Yeah, just laughing at Americans.
North Korea, they don't fuck with trap.
That's where you.
They can't even listen
North
to it.
North Korea
That's
don't
true.
got that. They can't.
They can't even listen to it. I mean, you know,
hopefully
once
one day.
in class,
10 years they will.
my teacher played a documentary, and you know niggas, like they know people,
Uh-huh.
like the guards at the borders that are like guarding the border or whatever, right? So people smuggle like shit from America or just like out of the state for people in North Korea to watch.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
they,
how
they go
fucked up
from
it is,
South
like-
Korea to North Korea.
So it's like imagine like a viral video, right? Someone gets knocked out, right?
Mhm.
So that shit could be in North Korea type shit, and then like the people in North Korea are watching this like, oh shit, like this is what's going on like outside of the world because they're so locked in that people are literally
Right.
smuggling shit that's happening outside of the world that we could see for free, smuggling it to North Korea just so they could pay and they could make money off of that.
That's
Right.
It's
wild.
pretty fucking crazy. Like
Yeah.
we're smuggling drugs, these
Yeah,
niggas are
yeah.
smuggling CDs with shit we see every fucking day
Exactly.
scrolling through Instagram.
Exactly, bro.
Or, like movies.
Wild. Big shout out to Saucy.
Internet, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm
Fucking
glad that you put that out there. That's good.
Yeah.
man, YouTube, Google's a monopoly, bro.
High key, and the United States is okay with it. Like they're over here. I'm gonna be honest. I fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
They're
but
not necessarily
you feel me?
okay with it, but apparently. I mean, they're just
But
definitely like.
They didn't
Google's-
call him to Congress and be like, all right, so we
Google
can talk
has
about
been
this.
sucking the teat of the government. You feel me? So it's like they've been trying to, hold themselves where they're at with no regulation, just like Facebook, and like you were saying, Mark Zuckerberg and shit. But
They need to pull. I
They
think we
need
should see an interview
regulations,
between the
bro.
Congress and fucking Google's leader. To be honest, like the CEOs, that's a conversation to hear. Like Google has. Your search history is forever in their freaking database. They know everywhere
the
you went.
advertisers,
Everywhere.
it is sold to advertisers.
They know how-
Gmail is Google.
You know how long you feel me? And Gmail
Is
a
the
lot as
volume
well.
look okay?
What else does Google own? What does Google own?
Yeah,
YouTube,
Gmail.
look.
Gmail, fucking.
But that's
Oh,
Google
I see.
Mail, right? That's
Yeah.
what Gmail is, right? Google Mail.
Yeah, that's their own little
Oh, never
system.
mind then.
All
Alright,
the
so
software and Android.
YouTube,
They own-
Android.
They own
On
Android.
They make all the software.
They own Windows.
They make the
right?
software.
No,
What
they
the
don't.
fuck?
Microsoft owns. I'm a fucking idiot.
Huh.
But like Google,
Does
Do
it
they
pair
own
with
Android?
Apple?
Google
Do
doesn't
they?
own Android, I don't believe.
They might. They say they make
No,
the software for it.
They make the
They,
software.
oh, they do. Okay.
That's fucking crazy. That's. I mean, that makes sense because it's super compatible. It's like, hey Google, and then everything comes up. So is a Google phone just like a middle finger to like, yeah, well, we're probably gonna break off from you guys and stop producing your software and make our own phone. So check this out.
That should be fucking wild. What if they like overrun Apple? That should be crazy.
they're not gonna overrun Apple.
Yeah, Apple's been around too long.
No, because of what you said. Right?
Apple just
That's
just make their own
potential,
phone.
but I don't know if they make it. I think Apple makes their own software.
I mean,
I think
There's
aren't they
more
partnered
Android
as long as
users.
Apple updates and
Like,
like
everybody's
follows,
partnered with Google.
with,
there's more
Like,
Android
never
users in
mind.
the world, Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Google's.
I'm not sure
Shit,
that
crazy.
Apple will fucking overrun unless they have like a cheap ass like.
You mean
phone.
Google?
I'm not saying they're gonna overrun, but like he said they weren't. He said the opposite.
Oh, I thought you said they were.
I said Google. Like, what if they make a
Overrun
new
Apple.
phone
Oh,
and they overrun Apple?
Like put Apple out of business.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. As long as Apple fucking gets on their shit and like stays on it, like does
They're not
modern
doing
shit.
bad though.
Dude,
They're not
what's gonna
doing bad, they're
happen?
doing pretty good.
One day they're gonna have to
they
change
might branch
this.
out from phones and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's the
They
thing. is
do. They
that-
have Macs.
Max.
Well, no, I mean branch out
Apple
from that
Watches,
too. I'm talking about like,
everything.
even farther. Then who knows? Maybe they'll even make a car. You know what I'm saying? Like people talk about that. So
They know
Yeah.
this.
iCar, nigga. iCar. What the fuck?
They
Would you
already got
drive it?
Teslas
Would you
that
just-
drive themselves and shit.
yeah.
I feel like it'd just be like a screen in front of you, and it's just everything in
I
front
feel
of you.
like Tesla and Apple would be a great like partnership for that.
Yo, you think?
They could be like funders. Like you remember you were saying they were like investors.
Like if Apple had your iPhone like connected with everything on, like I mean they already have smartphones connecting with Teslas and shit.
Yeah,
You know.
shit.
Exactly. But like if
Mhm.
Apple had their own cleaned up, version of that and like really went all out, on a partnership and everything. Even if it's not Tesla, Prius, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Do some shit.
I'm getting in the chat, guys.
You gotta do something more innovative to keep up with Google. Who else? Yeah, Facebook, bro.
Keep up.
Facebook.
Who the
is-
fuck
Facebook
is keeping up with
owns-
them, nigga?
Facebook owns Instagram, bro.
There's no company keeping up with them. That's the problem. That's why they're at the top.
Google, yeah.
That's why-
Snapchat.
Who
Who
the fuck-
who owns Snapchat?
Like, think about this, bro.
They're their own. I think their own little
I
private
thought
thing.
they sold it though.
Like,
They did,
what company
but
is
did,
really
did
gonna come
did Snapchat
to
make
where
Vine?
Google is, like, at the same level or
I
even
don't think
closer?
so.
I could have sworn
Right
that they
now.
were like
Like,
interconnected
what
somehow.
company do you think could get
Microsoft.
Well, that's your water.
Microsoft would- I don't know, True. They need to step their shit up. But
Um,
nobody really fucks
Warner
with
Brothers.
Microsoft. Like, everybody would rather.
Nestle. I don't know.
You think so?
Not Nestle.
Nestle, what?
I'm just kidding.
But, like,
Nestle,
alright,
but, like, Microsoft.
What
I feel like-
companies could like reach Google where they're at right now? How like good they are, like how hard they are. You know, they have the most.
Maybe
money,
Sony.
Took over everything type shit. Like,
Sony
I don't
does a
think
lot
any
of shit.
companies could even get close to where they're at. That's why it's
Samsung.
like, a monopoly.
Well,
Like,
they don't have their own
Sony.
search engines. They use other search engines.
Yeah, exactly. No, none of these.
They
companies
do.
are-
They do contracts. with
Google is on
Google.
every fucking phone, nigga. Like already in it. You get
But-
you get an Android, you get an iPhone, you get some other shit. Google's there. Type
And
shit.
I have a bunch of Google apps on my phone.
What?
I have a bunch of Google apps.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
Gmail.
see?
You gotta start
Yeah.
Mozilla Firefox has a new browser that's like preventing ads from taking your information. Like
Wait,
you,
what?
you get to monetize your.
Ads could take your information.
It's called Brave.
Hell yeah.
Fuck no.
Brave.
That's
Browser.
interesting.
Like
Brave Hub.
you pretty much say no. I don't want them to take
Is
my
it good?
information.
Is it fast? Like, you know.
It's gonna be.
Like,
Mozilla
yeah.
Firefox is hard.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah, I use that.
It's fast.
High key.
It's
I
got
use
pretty much
Chrome.
everything.
You gotta be naturally skeptical.
It's just not popular, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they cleaned it up too, because it actually looks pretty nice. You can actually just download the app type shit, so it pops up on its own app instead of like going on Chrome or some shit,
Right.
Yeah.
which, in my opinion, might run actually faster.
Potentially, yeah. Get in that chat, guys. I'm in the chat, so you can't hide.
They got back cryptocurrencies on that shit. Basic attention tokens. That's what they pay you in if you monetize your attention.
I swear. every
Monetize your
cryptocurrency is
attention.
moving.
That's a nice way for them to say that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's a nice way to say get views. You'd be like
It's
monetize
It's
your
pretty
attention.
much like
it's get
telling
views.
people like that's why people don't watch cable nowadays is because you're not only are you paying for cable but you're also
Thanks
just
for the ads.
giving away you're giving away like you're paying for commercials too. It's so stupid. Like that's counter
You're
what you
paying for
actually want.
commercials and then you're watching them anyway. So
Gee, sure.
You have to.
And then they
Unless
charge
you,
you more
Stop. And you
just
let
to
it
have,
play,
like-
And then you fast forward. It's the only way you could get away from
Exactly.
commercials. If you run a movie, which costs money, or if you waste your time, and people don't like time wasted because now everybody's busy all the time.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you either need to watch the ad, wait
YouTube.
for him to go.
YouTube started a cable thing. Like they got cable now. Like more than like what they've always done. It's not
Oh, yeah.
YouTube TV or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Or it might be YouTube TV, not
That's
YouTube Red
crazy.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube TV.
Like it's like literally like 60 channels I think.
Bro, you know what
That's-
Amazon did?
What?
Came out with the Fire Stick, and then they took over cable.
Yeah.
And people are starting to hack it and shit. And I think Amazon is low key kind of letting it.
I have.
Amazon's
three of the-
I think
Amazon's
they're letting them
killing
hack it.
everything.
Bro, old ass niggas. Like,
That would make
my
sense.
mom knows these old ass niggas that hack it, and like
What?
it's weird, bro. Like they literally give my mom fucking the Fire Stick or whatever, and they
Right.
they have it logged into some other nigga shit. Like it says like a random ass nigga's name and everything, and I can go like watch any movie I want.
It helps them, bro. They're masterminds.
It helps them because it gets around.
Yeah,
Feel me?
exactly.
Yeah.
People might make a living off that shit, selling. I mean, you don't know, but whatever. It's just
That's
easy to do.
fucking crazy.
That would be funny though. It's like a,
Nah, Amazon's a fucking
Amazon
big one.
sticks
Bro.
The amount of money.
yeah, like Amazon's. I mean, Google's everywhere. Though.
Bro, I remember when eBay was like so much bigger than Amazon.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just.
Yep.
Does Amazon have a partnership with
Stock
Starbucks, or do they
shit.
own Starbucks or some shit?
Huh?
I
I
think
think Amazon and
because
Starbucks
Amazon
are
is
they
more
like
trustworthy.
interconnected?
I don't think so.
I've heard talk about them at the same
Out
time.
of all
so
of these
I don't know.
companies, which one would you invest in, like your money?
Amazon. Oh, companies
Out of all of
Uh,
these,
like Google.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would go with Google. They're at the
To
top.
To be honest, I would just go for Amazon because Amazon's an underdog, and Amazon, I think they do it.
Yeah, but they're not even an underdog anymore.
Yeah,
True,
they're
true.
kinda
Now
at
they're
the
at the top, like, type shit.
Everybody uses Amazon.
Yeah.
Dude,
But
Amazon
like they
is
even have the
killing
drones and shit.
supermarkets.
Google.
Amazon
Google
is
and
killing
Amazon.
supermarkets, bro.
Huh?
Like Amazon is killing supermarkets.
It's killing.
Bro, they have the drones. You know that?
They started
Like,
killing
come
both
and
stores.
deliver the package and shit.
And you can pay to have it
Yeah,
delivered
they
that day
do that
too, right?
sometimes.
Yeah,
That's the fuck.
and the end is
I'll do
Amazon
Microsoft.
Premium
I'll invest
type
in
shit.
Microsoft.
That helps you out.
Microsoft's a monopoly too. You think Sony's on the same level as Microsoft, right? Because Microsoft.
They kind of are, bro, because they're
You
from
think so?
Japan, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of do, like, different things. Like, Samsung
When did they
is,
start
like,
making
really big
computers?
with, like, all types of shit, like phones and TVs and stuff. Microsoft is really big with PCs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
they're-
Sony
They
also
have a
does
console.
movies
Oh,
too.
you said, I said
PS3?
Samsung. You said Sony.
PS1.
Where's Sony from?
That's when they took
Japan.
over.
No, the PS3.
Yeah,
was
true.
hard.
Hell yeah.
I had that shit. That was my
Yeah,
first.
they do a lot of shit.
Their currency's
Yeah,
different
yeah,
over there
but
too.
definitely- Yeah,
Yeah.
but the problem is that Sony doesn't have, like,
Oh,
Microsoft,
Microsoft.
for example.
That's
It doesn't have, like, Windows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Windows is
Right,
huge.
right.
So it's like they don't have something like
Exactly.
that, you know? The only thing they can compete with Microsoft is the fucking Xbox with the PS4 and shit.
And that's where Microsoft
They all- but
and
they-
Google
they
just
make,
like
um,
so like go together. you know?
Fridges and
Yeah.
shit,
And the
stoves.
smartphone was just like,
It's only
Sony.
a matter
like
of
dude,
time.
it was like an alliance came together to like compete
Yeah, you
against
know who else?
iPhones, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Who the fuck makes that fridge that has the screen? Samsung?
That might be Sony also.
I forgot.
No, I don't think it's Sony.
Then it might be.
I think it is Samsung.
What's up, DeAndre?
Yeah, big shouts out to Dreamcatcher. Been here since day one.
The screen?
Yeah,
Or before
that's
day
Samsung,
one.
Right? It is Samsung.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you can talk to her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see, like before you like even open, like there's a button and you can see what's in your fridge.
Oh, that's right.
Like you don't have to
I seen
open the
this.
fucking fridge. You
Yeah.
just
Right. Right.
It's crazy.
I heard about that.
Travis Scott
I would
equals
be
to
sitting in front of that screen all day.
Yo, I'll be like, I want some water. Exactly what that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Save energy. Keep shit cold.
Yeah, but guess
Yeah.
how expensive it is.
Yeah, G shit.
Who knows? But I mean, like, you know, you get that when you can afford it.
No, of course. I mean, if you would even want one.
But what do you think? But you think about it, everything goes relatively smoothly, and technology keeps going. This shit's like gonna be cheaper. You know, everyone's gonna have one at some point.
Yeah.
So,
You just need a way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the only way for us to actually like get some kind of extreme boost in technology is for like some kind of war to happen. Sadly, in my opinion, I feel like that might be necessary because
I don't know. I feel
No.
like back then it was more necessary, but at
Not
this
now.
point, like,
Everybody should group up.
like,
Stay together.
Right.
yeah, yeah.
We should
figure
just
some
the thing
shit
is
out.
that
There's no point in war,
science
fuck
is
that.
needed to do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching a lot
But,
of
like,
Neil
back in
deGrasse
the day,
Tyson.
people were like a little more dumber than we're in general than we are.
Yeah,
now.
More
exactly.
primal.
I'm
No.
saying in terms of like the knowledge that we have as a general human race.
I don't think so. I think you're giving us too much credit because people
No, I don't
really,
think so.
dude, look around. People are like, dude, we got smartphones. What else the fuck do we need?
We have
Like,
smartphones, the tallest
Dude,
building in
it's
the world.
us. It's like younger
Dude,
people
you're
who
just talking
think
about
that type of
stupid
things.
people on the
You know?
street. I'm talking about, you know.
I'm not talking about
our-
stupid people on the
higher
street. I'm
world,
talking
dude.
about
There's
like the
no
average,
power.
the average American, bro.
Yeah, and the average.
That's what I'm
American-
talking about.
Well,
There's those same people
Yeah,
existed
those-
back in the day, bro. They didn't, you know, they didn't just come out of nowhere. Like,
Right. I think we have the same tendencies today. I don't think it's like
No,
somehow we
because the
magically
smarter
change.
No, but I'm talking about the.
Nah,
general
because they're not
knowledge
as
that we
dumb
have.
as their dumb
You
was.
know, like, I'm
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about our academia and shit like that. You know what I'm
Like
saying? We
that
have more
dumb
knowledge
could be like,
in general than they did
like back
in
then
the
they're
day.
like, oh, they're kind of smart. Type shit.
The thing is that
created
we
the
need
tallest
we
building in the
need
world.
How people
we
are
need to
smart,
need it.
Like dumb.
You feel me?
is
Yeah.
different.
We can't just all just like wish it. You feel me? If we all just put it on our wish list, it's never gonna fucking happen. If we all need it, then we're all gonna
Oh.
fucking pay our taxes and get that shit. The government's gonna put a vote in, and like U.S. is gonna fucking want that shit. You know?
But-
Okay, I see what you mean. There's
Like
gonna
if
be
we
more
want to go to
interaction.
fucking Mars, everybody gotta want to fucking do it, and then the taxes will all start fucking going to those people getting us there, Tesla or whoever the fuck wants to get paid to do it.
Well, they're thinking
Right.
smaller. They're
Yeah.
thinking about. They're thinking only.
Think
about
going to Mars is smaller?
Yeah, than what they're thinking. They're only thinking like they're thinking way small. They're thinking, go to the store, get food, come back, fuck.
Oh, you're
work.
saying okay?
You know-
I got backwards in my head.
Oh yeah, they're only thinking about what's in front of them.
Like that's
They're
my
thinking
point.
about what's in
They're
the
fine
moment.
with having their smartphones and GPS and Uber, Lyft. They got Amazon coming to their door. They don't give a fuck about shit no more. They sit
But
at
the
fucking
thing is,
home now.
smartphones
That's
gives
the
them the
people
option to
that-
zone in on that. And
Right.
You
But,
gotta
like,
trust
people
that
who are
we'll eventually
comfortable,
do
you know,
that.
that's the problem. Is like if you're not like not everybody is the type of person to just like be like we need to fucking like enhance our fucking life right now. Like not everybody is like that. You know, a lot of people are just chilling. You know.
Alright, but
They
look,
don't-
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, so
bro, my teacher told me this one.
And-
A teacher told me this. She said there needs to be like plumbers and shit, like feel me, and like car workers, whatever the fuck they call them, mechanics and shit.
Right.
And then there needs to be like white collar workers, and there needs to be like people for everything that's going on right now. So like some
Bro.
people are just chosen for this shit, bro.
One thing I keep
That's
hearing
why people
about.
don't have that urgency.
One thing I keep hearing about is
Yeah.
the ride
You feel me?
sharing.
Like that's why the people don't have that urgency, because once you're fulfilled, then you're happy. Once you
Right.
have what you have, you don't give a fuck. That's
There's
why
a
they're not
debate
that
going
under
on.
I think
urgency.
it's-
There's a debate going on, like asking people like, why do you actually need your own fucking car, like your own personal car? Like if the world had their own like if the government, or the country had like their own fucking like transit to where everybody uses a smart car, every fucking person like going anywhere, Uber and all that stuff is integrated through that
Yeah.
Lyft, but like people are talking about that like ride sharing and all that stuff like that might be like one path that we might go to. I just keep hearing about it. What do you guys think about that? I
I'm
don't.
cool with that.
You're cool with
Yeah,
that?
I'm jiggy.
I honestly want you know, a car for my own. Like I don't want the law to tell me that I can't own a fucking car.
Oh, I feel it.
Well, I don't
but
want
at the
that.
same time, they might make it to where you can't drive on those streets necessarily, like especially not on like a daily. I don't know. They might just be like you're fine. They might just have to adapt to that later
I
on.
mean, it's, yeah.
Oh, 'cause,
Well,
like, you didn't say that. You didn't
you
say about
know-
that right thing. Like that's different.
But no, it's 'cause
I
it
thought
could
you meant
be
like
on a
generally if
different-
that was okay for people.
I'm saying, but it could be on a different level. You know, it could be on top of us or below us. Who knows how it would work?
That would be amazing, you know. Like we saw that video on YouTube. That shit was so crazy where they had like an underground highway.
That-
They got like an elevator
That
that
was,
brings them
Elon
down.
Musk. Yeah.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah.
That design is so crazy, but
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean that would double the amount of space. I mean, or you know, it would
it just
consolidate.
yeah, and like we just be able to like move everybody so much more efficiently and like I don't know, man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that actually happen.
I agree.
But that sounds hard as fuck.
Dude, imagine, you know, like how you drive, like on like the main highway, it'll be directed either like north, south, east, or west.
Yeah.
Like if the sun is like in your fucking face, maybe they have like the underground one going that direction, and on the other half of the day they'll switch it, you know,
Oh, I see.
some way so that the sun
That's
ain't in your
so
fucking
funny.
face the whole time.
Yeah.
Which just reminded me of like Stonehenge and shit, which is like
Yeah.
another thing Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about.
Yeah.
That shit is used to see solar eclipses. It's like
Yeah, he said that shit.
it's one of those
Yeah.
the
Nice.
Stonehenge.
I saw
Stonehenge.
that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with the
Yeah.
wait, what do you mean it's used for?
Because that's those
Stones.
rocks aren't from there, you know. Those boulders that were brought there,
Yeah.
and like they were placed in such a way so that like you see like a solar eclipse, like literally like it's
Like you can predict it, I believe.
yeah.
Some
It
shit.
it tells you when the next one's gonna happen type shit.
That's
Like
cool.
when you read it the right way. Yeah, it's all like astronomy
Bro,
and all
what
that
if
stuff.
that's like some like alien shit? Like, what if they go in the middle?
A lot of
that,
people say that, bruh.
And then like they put their
Yeah.
hands up and they light up and then it tells them.
When you'll be surprised when like humans got limited tools and what we're capable of
That's what I'm
doing, you
saying,
know.
I'm
And
pretty
the
sure
amount of
it's just
math
what
you
do.
gotta learn to actually, because right now we have so many tools that are so smart themselves that we only need limited amount of math to actually get problems solved nowadays.
Yeah.
And back then you needed a
But
shit
also
ton of
have-
math and a hammer and nails, you know, like.
But we also have a bunch of fucking things to waste our time with. Back in the day, they were a lot more curious. They were bored as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm curious, yeah, they're
Yeah.
bored as fuck. Exactly, that's a good point too.
yeah.
Nowadays people are still bored, but you know,
In a different way, you can play a little fucking game on your phone, you know.
A
back then,
whole
so-
game.
and boredom is fucking chaos for people.
Yeah.
Chaotic. Or what is it? Vsauce was doing that we saw that show
Yeah.
with Vsauce doing an experiment.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that shit was funny. People would rather experience pain than boredom. I think we might have talked about this already on the podcast.
I mentioned it.
Yeah. Trying to keep it new and fresh for you guys. But tell us how you like the podcast so far. Give us good feedback.
Was definitely
Your honest opinion, please. Rank on us. Like, gee shit.
roast.
Roast.
And change your profile picture when you're done. I'm just kidding. So guys,
We collabing with a lot of YouTubers too. And if you're a YouTuber, hit us up. We're trying to do some shit.
Yeah.
Like whatever the fuck we can. Like you want to collab on a video, we'll do that. If you want to use our music in something that you want to do, we'll do that. If you want to just hit us up to collab. If you're an artist, we'll fucking collab. You know? That's how it would be.
yeah,
How long have we been doing this?
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Wow.
Feels like longer. Or shorter.
That was about 30, 35, 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Time's just flying. I actually feel like we've been here a little longer because of how much we got through conversation wise, and I just learned a whole bunch of shit. To be honest.
We're at the halfway mark. Halftime. No, I'm just kidding. There ain't no halftime commercials in this bitch.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah. Fuck that.
No.
Thank
Yeah.
God there's not.
It's
So,
like the H3 podcast. It's like
At least he makes it easy.
Me Undies, you know. Hey man, if we were sponsored by Me Undies,
No, fuck that.
me
Ads.
undies.
we'll do it, you know.
I wouldn't do it in the middle of the podcast. I would do it like in the front and the end.
They
Yeah,
might,
I would do it.
They might have like a.
They might want you to do it in the middle of the podcast.
Oh, true.
Yeah, is that what you were gonna say, right?
Yeah, no, they might be like, we want it like in a certain time frame.
But I
We
feel
want
I
it
feel
3
we
times.
can negotiate that though.
Maybe,
Yeah.
depending on who it is.
Yeah.
So, Hashtag sponsor. Hashtag find a sponsor.
For
Hashtag.
Oh,
that network.
dang. G.
So guys, I'm gonna put you on game to a brand new artist to listen to. Her name is Doja Cat. I recommend her. She's pretty live. Not
You're
gonna.
telling us a little bit about Doja Cat.
Bruh, she came up. I don't know if you guys heard the song. It's "Bitch, I'm a cow." Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
I just heard
Like-
some bullshit that she put on fucking Instagram.
That sounds like
Bullshit.
trash.
Oh, it's a meme. The song was a meme. Now the rest of the actually, if you listen to the lyrics, go on the Rap Genius and you look how it's said. It's actually strategically said. And her name's Doja Cat, by the way. And she said, "I'm not a cat, bitch, I'm a cow." Even though she said she's not gonna change her name, like that part was just for fun. But that's the song that's actually on her Rap Genius, or she was on Rap Genius for to explain the lyrics and everything behind it. And she had a lot of my bad, 90s fucking references in there.
Okay.
And just like it's actually a lot of word twisting said very.
Where's she from?
I don't remember where she's from, to be honest, because
Where'd you hear her though? That you just like found her or something?
she was on. My sister
Doja Cat?
showed me her.
Go
her
look up
YouTube.
Doja Cat, guys.
She's live. She's popping. She's been making music for a while. Listen to her old shit. Pop it. Don't sleep, guys. She can rap. She can sing, and she sounds like Rihanna in some of the songs she sings in. And it's fucking gorgeous.
Also look up. What was the name of that new song you guys dropped?
Oh, it's called Hold Up.
Hold up. Hold up.
Sharpie XRK3 Saucy.
Sharpie.
Hit the link in their descriptions on Instagram.
SHARP. Oh no. RRPYY. Search it up on Genius. Goddamn it. I'm a genius.
For the lyrics.
For the lyrics. Hashtag for the lyrics.
We gotta get our songs on there too.
Yeah, Rap Genius. We gotta do that. Can you do that, bro?
Yeah, I put a few Juju songs before actually.
Buy it. It's live.
Quesada ain't the social media type, guys.
But yeah, I mean I got that.
Or he kind of is, but it's just not a daily thing.
Nah, man.
Bro, what do you use? Like Snapchat still?
Not even. I mean, I use them all, but like not that much, not that often. Like I just kind of like scroll through it for a second.
Right. I mean, I know you use Instagram, but like everybody uses Instagram type shit.
I mean, there's nothing really else other to use other than like Twitter, Snapchat. I don't use Twitter, so.
I kind of like Twitter a little bit.
I like Twitter, I just don't use that shit.
Right. I just keep it on night mode. You feel me? On my phone and on the computer. I just think it looks better. Yeah. And like you were saying, it's easier on the eyes.
I use that a lot for Reddit.
Yeah. I don't go on Reddit as much as I should. Try to get some plugins, bro. That's how I got 2 plugins at least. I just went on Reddit.
Yeah, you got a lot of drum kits for
Got
Reddit and shit.
VST plugin, whatever it's called.
It's crazy.
Couple cents.
Yeah, no, they have lots of shit. Sometimes you can really find like some gems in there.
Yeah, we got autotune, guys. We got anything you need. Just come over to the BACH Stew, Cutler Bay,
Well, you said
Florida.
that you got that autotune from Reddit.
I don't think so, but I gotta get a new one. But we got autotune on the Asus and your computer and his computer.
Not one, but yeah, it is.
Oh, well, those 2.
I mean, I can get it on mine because I have it.
Out of those 3 computers, out of all 4, 2 of them have it. So it's straight.
It's live.
Yeah. So you need engineering, mixing, mastering. Hit us up, guys. Hit us up. Do it for the low.
Put it low. High key.
For all you high ego bachelors out there, try and make a buck. All you SoundCloud rappers, tattooing your face, trying to make a buck.
Trying to make a buck.
Sipping your purple drink.
Works for some of them.
They're trying to get that bag.
Yeah, I ain't tatted my face, bro.
Yeah, I'm not down for
Just
it.
saying, it worked.
It worked?
For some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
Huh?
Are you gonna do it?
No, but that's irrelevant.
Okay.
I'm just
It's
saying
not
it
irrelevant.
If I got a
It is,
tattoo,
I'm
Because
I
I
get
asked
my
you.
ears. Like,
I'm saying it worked for some people.
It's not irrelevant because I asked you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I guess, but
I would get
Nothing
a
new.
tattoo. Like if I tattoo my face, I get like right here, like. And like
Right there? Okay,
Like-
I see. I
like
see.
in this general.
That
area.
might be acceptable, but you can't go in the military after that.
Well, I don't plan on going to the military.
it's perfect.
I'm just saying. But yeah, that'd be a good spot actually.
Yeah, just like right here, guys.
Dude, like a little snake right there with a knife through it. It's a knife.
It's a knife. That's so ugly. I don't know where I heard that. Just here.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
It's funny with Savage, man. How do you
No, I don't. Not right now.
Well, he
Oh,
took
no, I
it from
remember the meme.
Crocodile Hunter, bro.
Well, I was talking about what he was saying. I remember the meme now. Yeah, I know about Crocodile Hunter. But
Bro, I mean, that was the OG saying, bro. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Bro, dude, I love it. Every time he says it, we gotta look it up. Just play it. Or no, we gotta sample that. We're gonna sample that. Rest in peace,
R.I.P.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Earle. And also, John McCain.
Hashtag.
Rest in peace.
But
Maverick.
Maverick.
My boy Maverick. My boy Blue.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come in here?
Oh.
Was that from White?
Yeah. Yo, Pierre, do you want to come in here?
Let us know what you think about the vibe. You gotta see the t-shirts. Scroll through the t-shirts for them. Okay, Sada. Show them the t-shirts. They're probably like wondering, what the fuck are those things? You got Astro Rev, that's my design right there. You can order that shit straight from me. Just DM me or Hygo Bachelors, whichever one.
You can't have the
You
pink
got
one.
one.
Don't think about it.
The pink one's OG. You can't have it. That's an HEB OG original. You already know. Shit coming in.
You know, we
Hot.
got different sizes. Of
Got
course.
another one, large.
You
Hit
know, I
us
could
up.
showcase these better.
Hit us up.
Next time you have a better
DM.
showcase. I wasn't
Got the
prepared
merch.
to showcase today.
And we got the green screen in the back. I only speak green tea. I mean, it kind of fits, you know.
I only
I
speak
think
green
we're gonna
screen.
keep that shit. I only speak green screen. That's ugly as fuck.
I'm sorry, it just came.
Nah, but we gotta get these mugs, bro. We were talking about mugs in like the beginning of when we started doing podcasts.
Yeah.
If you're real fans, you already know. You went back and you watched all of our shit.
Yeah.
All the cringiness, and you know, there's even cringiness now, but you just gotta live with it. Stay positive. But yeah. What was I saying?
You're saying.
Mugs.
Yeah, the mugs. We gotta get I only speak green tea mugs. Some green ones, some black and green ones. You know, that shit will be live as fuck. With our cool design on that.
Indeed.
You see the banner.
Oh.
We gotta get a banner, like a legit banner. Just hang it up here. You feel me?
That'd be so live.
We could do that. I only speak green tea. Or we can actually use the green screen. I'm using OBS to stream this, so if anyone knows another
You can.
streaming software, let us know.
Yeah, fill us in.
Do you think there's ones that let you use the green screen? while you're-
This one might actually let us use the green screen while we're live streaming. I just don't know how to do it, and I haven't seen an option.
I see.
But I'm gonna Google it, do my own research on that shit, at another time. But Lego Kochobi, 90% covered in algae.
Yeah, I heard it's coming this way.
Fuck, man.
Buy bottled water, as bad as it is. Do it.
High
Yeah,
key.
just make sure it's went through reverse osmosis.
You didn't leave it in your
Yeah.
car.
Straight. And yeah, that's it.
If you're drinking bottles of water that you leave in your car, then you're gonna have cancer by the time you're 50. That's not accurate, but
Yeah,
It's
don't
just
do
probably
it.
not good to do it.
it's just bad, you know, because the plastic, when it heats up with the chemicals or whatever it is, the PET stuff, yeah, it gets into the water, you know, the
Yeah.
plastic molecules or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Radiation, guys, poisoning.
I mean, it's not that hard not to drink bottles of water in your car, you know?
Yeah.
Seriously.
If it's in there overnight and it's like something that's usually edible, it's probably not edible anymore. You know? So
And if you're living out of your car, you know, just I guess
leave your cap off.
like go live in a cold place, you know.
Yeah.
You can put your stuff in the snow.
Oh my god, that was a goal.
I mean, if you had a cooler in there, it'd be straight. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you gotta keep buying ice and shit.
True.
Bro, in a smart car with a fucking fridge,
Well, no, yeah.
dude, that'd be lit.
I mean, people do that, yeah, like with their
Like in
vans.
limos.
Well, no, in vans, like people like I've seen someone do that with their Jeep once. I believe, like, dude, it's just crazy. Like they live out there beside their Jeep. People live in their vans and shit. They soup them up.
That's
crazy.
Like a built-in freezer.
like I don't know what a freezer, but I definitely saw like a fucking
Cooler.
fridge. And yeah, they had like a little
Built-in.
like a sink. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
That's lit. It's like the stuff you see on boats, you know, that you're just like, oh, this is awesome. You can live on this thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yeah,
My parents are gonna do that shit. You're gonna fucking sail like the whole fucking world doing this shit.
dude.
Sailboat. It's crazy.
Let me know when it happens. We'll throw a party at your crib.
High key.
But dude, shit's insane.
Batch party at Quesada's house.
Dude, I would love to soup up a car and then like just go on a fucking like cross country road trip type shit.
Yeah, right. Just fly over the Grand Canyon.
Oh shit. Like that fucking movie.
Bro, did you ever set up the sound effects?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't really find a time to really use them. I don't know.
Oh, you just got the keys for them.
Ghost.
Just there, yeah.
Keyboard. Yeah, I feel you. Oh shit, is it hooked up?
Yeah. I mean, you could. Okay, so I guess you'd have to look at this.
Bounce.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm shot. Lewis, wake up. Are you okay?
What the
He seems to be all right, but I'm not a professional. I'm just a doctor.
That is so funny. I'm just a doctor. You're fired.
What do you mean? My name is Doctor.
My name.
I was born for this job. I don't need school. School's for schmucks.
I'll pull it right out of your head.
Bro, is there a last name Doctor? Do you know anyone with a last name Doctor?
More than
Like
likely
maybe
there is.
spelled a different way or something?
mine-
Like, that sounds like Doctor.
Give me the news.
I have.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
I definitely
Lots of
believe
people.
it. There are.
No, I can't. James Doctor.
Yeah.
Philip Doctor.
Oh my gosh.
Doctor.
Henry Doctor.
Like D-O-C.
John Doctor. Gilbert Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. Yeah, Doctor. Doctor.
Doctor. Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctors.
Doc.
I'm
Shut
pretty
up,
sure-
guys.
I'm pretty sure Doctors is out there.
Doc.
Doctors.
Doctor.
Metadoc.
What?
Metadoc.
Metadoc
Doctors.
doctors.
Like medic.
Oh, Metadoc.
Medical Metadoc. Doc.
I'm sending
Doctor.
links to you guys. Share them.
People call medics Doc, bro. Or actually, that's not true. But like in Red versus Blue, if anybody knows that shit, that there was this character that was like a medic or something. They sent a medic in, and they just called him Doc the whole time. He's like, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a medic. You know, all I can do is comfort you while you die.
Oh my god.
I don't save lives. Who told you medics save lives?
That was a funny shot.
That's too funny.
I just preserve you, let you live a little longer, comfort you. You know, give you some flowers or something. No, put a pillow under your head or something. Give you some morphine is all that means. Cause there ain't no pillows in war, son.
Gee, shit. Guys, I have to say something, and it's crazy. Kyle cut his hair.
Super Duper Kyle. Super Duper Kyle making moves. Have you guys seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I saw the movie.
Is it good?
The movie, Super Duper Kyle's movie.
Is it good?
It's pretty good actually.
Didn't even know you had a fucking movie.
It's entertaining. It's not like crazy good, but it's entertaining.
We
You know?
talked about it.
And they got all the celebrities in there and shit too.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa's in it. He puked on Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
You remember that?
That was a highlight.
Kyle pooped. It was on World Star, right?
Well, I saw it in the trailer because
Oh.
like, yeah, I need to see it. Is it on Netflix?
I feel like that's something World Star would post.
More than likely they did. It's probably there. Is Netflix? Is on
Yeah,
there?
it's on Netflix. We'll probably watch it right after the podcast.
Gee, shit.
But I thought it was pretty good. Like honestly, like I'm not gonna spoil it because you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, I think I'd give it like 4 out of 5.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? 4 out of 5, really? Is that good?
I mean, for what it is, it's not like supposed to be
Oh,
a s
okay.
like a serious fucking. It's like for pretty much people who
I guess
it's meant for artists that are starting out, like
Yeah.
like trying to get shit done like all at once and shit like
Yeah,
that.
fair. No, it's just when you
Yeah.
said 4 to 5 out there, you meant like
No.
like, you know, like
You said that.
films, like real, like fucking like.
I'm not giving it a fucking Oscar.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that
Subtle
shit.
yeah,
You know,
no,
and
yeah,
You know, but it's funny and it's hilarious, and
You gotta fucking
you know, there's some cheesy moments and shit.
Yeah.
What didn't make sense to me is I could tell you guys this. So the whole time, it just didn't make sense to me. So this is like it's based on the Jewish kid, and Kyle playing this black kid, rapper, and Jewish kid is his manager. Always wanted to be his manager ever since they were kids. You know, pretty much like, bro, I'm gonna get you signed, bro. We're gonna get you signed, bro. That's what's gonna happen. Like you can rely on me, type shit. And pretty much the whole time, Kyle is like, all right, but yeah, like, what about your sister? You know, like, trying to fuck his sister the whole time. So then he's like, all he wants is fuck his sister. Like,
Oh my God.
literally the whole movie, and it's like, he's like, bro, like, promise me you're gonna rap in front of this guy if like we go in there. And he's like, yeah, bro, but only if your sister's there or some shit. Like, it was like, nah, bro, I'm going with your sister. Like, and she walks out or some shit. It was just always like. He wanted to, yeah, it was always about the girl for some reason. It was like the kid says, but he still was just like always sticking around, like trying to like keep confronting him to like get him signed and shit. It was just like I just never understood that. I was just like, I was watching this just like.
But like what part of that, like, what's confusing? Not confusing, but like, do you understand?
Like this kid's just like even at the points where the rapper's just like I'm not even interested in doing it, and like he even starts being like an asshole.
I mean,
you know?
maybe he just
And, like,
maybe he saw that he can make some like serious money.
Like he even said, I'm gonna say this one thing. He even said like while he was freestyling or something in front of people, I'm only hanging out with you to fuck your sister, you know, and shit like that. And like it was just like it was just this funny like thing this whole time. I was just like this is so weird. How is this kid just like he doesn't give a fuck?
That's cool.
But then there's random ass part like he's a pussy the entire movie. That's pretty much what I'm saying. How do you just like be a pussy the whole time? You know?
Yeah.
He's like, and that's like just his character. And there's this one point where he has to punch this fucking guy, and it's like, whoa, where the fuck did the pussy go for this? And he's like, yeah, man, I've been boxing or some shit. It's like that was random as fuck.
Yeah. That sounds random.
Like the fuck, you turn. All right, never mind.
But it's just like
But that's enough about that. I don't want to spoil anything else. You guys like it, I think, because it's funny.
No, I am interested.
And there's a lot of celebrities that just walk in that shit and they're performing. French Montana's in it.
Yeah, there's like 4 other major artists, including Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, Ski Mask is in it.
No.
Slum guy.
That's
You need to know.
There's some like
For like,
this other chick. I forgot the rest of them. It was like 2 more artists and Wiz Khalifa.
bro, there's this one part where I have to spoil this one. I'm sorry, just for the podcast. Spoiler alert. And all right, so they're at this fucking concert or whatever with French Montana, and they're looking to the left. It's just the rapper, Jewish guy, his manager, and manager's girl, sister, and they're standing next to this other hot girl. The Jewish guy's just like looking at like, hey, like you with anybody or whatever, and like there's this short ass Asian guy sitting next to her or standing next to her, just like, hey man, your fucking culture's washed, bro.
Oh my
Just
God.
like, and he's just like, oh shit, or whatever the fuck. And his sister gets called up onto the stage. Like his sister gets called up onto the stage with French Montana, and the Asian guy says again like bro, that's the mating dance, bro. Bro, your sister's
saw
getting
that.
fucked, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or like, no, he was telling the rapper like, your girlfriend's getting fucked, bro.
Oh, okay.
It was like, is that your girlfriend? Like, that's the mating dance. She's fucking him tonight. They're definitely fucking. Like, you just like, fucking hate this shit, you know. Like, get me the fuck out of here. And then he wants to go get signed to the label after that. Seeing that, it's
You
like,
said that was Kyle's movie. Or was
Yeah.
he just acting?
he was also acting in
But
it.
it's his movie.
He wrote it, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
He did.
Yeah.
He was advertising it for a little while.
And like directed it, co-directed it, or something.
Probably co-directed it.
Yeah.
Had like someone help him, because it's really hard to direct and act in a movie at the same time. Like, you gotta have a system for that type
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, like people do it, but it's, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta
Exactly,
have
like,
experience with shit.
Jordan Peele, like phenomenal director and actor and comedian.
Bobby Tarantino.
Who? Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Bobby Tarantino.
Well, Quentin Tarantino, for example.
Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, he acts in
Is that who you're thinking of?
Yeah, and Logic came to my head for some fucking reason.
Oh.
Because we were talking about Kyle.
Yeah, no, I got confused one day about this just because it was a brain fart.
What the fuck is that?
Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah, that was
Quentin
my
Tarantino got those charges though, you know, that kind of hurt your whole career.
What? For charges?
I don't remember what exactly it was. I don't really want to say it because like all these charges, like for all these celebrities that have been happening, you know, they're so bad. Like it was
Was it like recent?
a little after the
Bill Cosby
the
thing?
big one. No, that's
Harvey
a long
Weinstein.
time ago. Yeah, a little after the Weinstein thing, debacle was going on.
Oh.
Then they like came out with that one with him and Louis C.K. You
That
know,
sucks. I fuck with Quentin Tarantino.
yeah, and you know, what was it? I was watching that other podcast, H3's podcast. Brett, what's his name? Last name?
Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer. Yeah, dude, that guy's hilarious. Go watch H3 podcast if you haven't.
Joe Rogan actually just released a Bert Kreischer.
Yeah,
That's
like,
who that
I've
guy
seen him on
was?
Joe Rogan too.
Yeah. Huh?
But
That's who that guy was in the car you playing?
No, that was Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I forgot where we were going with that. But
Oh,
regardless, what do you call it?
I was gonna say something that he said or some shit.
That Neil deGrasse Tyson said?
No,
Bert Frazier was gonna
Bert
say?
Kreischer. No.
I'll come back.
Bert?
Take the mic, guys. It'll come back.
Who was it, Bert or Bert?
No, it's Bert Kreischer. He's a comedian.
He has a comedic name.
Why is it comedic?
That's a funny ass name.
Bert Kreischer,
Bert Kreischer.
I guess.
Oh, he was saying because we were talking about Louis C.K. And like all those other fucking people, but like he was saying, Louis C.K. like when he actually does come back, like the first joke that he says, the first thing that he says on stage, like as a comedian, will be the funniest thing that you have ever heard in your life. Is what he was saying. Like what, like
I totally believe that.
dude, like whether it be like something like, so I've been jacking off for the last, 10 months, like, or some shit like that, like last 2 years. You know?
Just the way he's gonna say it, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, just, you can imagine exactly, like you said, you can imagine what the fuck he's gonna come up with
Yeah,
coming out there. I love comedians, bro.
definitely.
Anthony Jeselnik, hilarious.
I know of him, but I don't really listen to him.
Jim Jeffries, hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I fuck with Jim Jeffries.
The Australian guy.
Yeah.
A cunt.
Yeah, he's live.
That's literally his catchphrase.
Tom Segura's pretty funny.
Tom Segura is hilarious.
Yeah.
Who else? You know who I was watching
I forgot the name of
recently?
that fat dude.
Was
The fat dude.
The fat Hispanic dude. Forgot his name.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
You know Steve Martin?
So yeah, he's fucking hilarious
Yeah.
too.
Steve Martin
Steve
is a
Martin.
legend.
Yeah. Definitely.
Legendary.
High
Like
key.
I was just watching Looney Tunes the other day, and like the role he played was just hilarious. Like he's playing like
Oh my
just like
God.
the guy in like the business suit, and like he's like got his shoulders like all the way up to here the whole time, and he just like his portrayal of whatever the fuck character that was just like so hilarious. You know, like all the movements he comes up with for that character to do and everything. It's all improv, you know, like type shit.
Yeah.
Like he just like brings
It's so
it to life.
crazy.
I was gonna buy a vinyl of his stand-up, but like I wasn't able to. But yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
That fucks too.
Hope he sticks around for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His movies back in the day from the 90s were hilarious.
G.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's a whole hilarious. Huh? I just got that. So you say hilarious. So guys, I have big news. Not happy big news. I have to postpone the Space Blood Liquor due to not having the tracks. So I was gonna drop in October anyway, which is a decent time from now, but it's not really a decent time because it's September. No, it's almost September already. So You feel me? Like there's not a lot of time, and I'm just gonna drop some other shit. I was thinking of dropping some new singles on SoundCloud. I'm going to wipe SoundCloud, so everything there I'm gonna put up on download for like a week, and then it's gone. It's a heads up.
Okay, so Spacey's putting all of his shit on available for download on SoundCloud, and then how long you said you're gonna give it?
A week.
1 week.
Starting from today. Next
Okay.
podcast, I'm gonna announce I'm gonna delete it, and then delete it after podcast.
Oh, okay. So starting now, guys, or tonight.
Yeah,
Is
tonight.
already,
Today.
are
It's
they all
Monday.
already up for download?
Well, no. Yeah,
Did
starting
you-
tonight. They're not for download yet. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't bring my laptop.
he's
but-
gonna do that tonight. I guess he'll tweet about it, put it on your story and shit.
High key.
Yeah. So watch out for that batch, and then you'll have a week to download those shits, or else you're never gonna hear them again.
Ever. You're going in the vault. So enjoy them while you can.
There's some gems in there.
You think so?
Yeah.
So are you deleting them, or are you just putting them all on private?
They're being deleted. They're being wiped. I want them off the internet.
I thought you said the vault just now.
Well, they're going. I mean, they're gonna be in the vault. Yeah. I mean, I just want them off the internet. Wiping them. I'm not putting them on private. They're gonna be deleted off my SoundCloud, so that my SoundCloud hours also go right back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? All that gone. I don't need it anymore.
Well, how many hours do you have left on SoundCloud?
Like an hour and 15.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like one project, one album,
Exactly.
So I gotta
or a big album.
wipe shit. And I didn't realize, that wasn't a thing when we started SoundCloud. We used to be able to have as many as you want. Then, when they started losing money, that's when they implemented that. And it's like,
Yeah, I mean, they gotta, keep track of that. They gotta, make sure that their servers aren't gonna crash and shit, all
Yeah.
that stuff. They're trying to get you to get the pro, bro. The pro account as
key.
well. Because they give you more.
And I mean, they
More
have to
hours.
pay for all that bandwidth that like all the users are using. So, pretty sure, yeah. So that works. But yeah, start wrapping it up, right?
hell yeah.
An hour.
We did it now?
Yeah, hour or two right now. But yeah, guys, and you won't be disappointed. It's gonna have kind of that like this other project I'm gonna drop in
yeah.
between, which I have yet to name it, but I've written a bunch of songs for it already, and I don't think it's gonna be like 5 songs at the most, like maybe 5 songs at the most, something like that.
I'm also cooking up a project, all top secret. Can't give much information out at all. But I'm working on an art cover photo, so I can upload that shit to Instagram, and then you'll probably just see that, then hear a single, and then hear the project, just out of nowhere. But
Pretty sure.
right now it's fucking the collab, and that's all we've been mixing down and finishing up. So that's the first thing you guys are gonna get. That's why Spacely ain't giving you that project yet. That shit is being. What's a good word for that?
Being
It's manifesting into it's evolving into something greater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is marinating.
It's marinated.
very
yeah.
marinated,
Yeah.
yes, most definitely is, and I'll have that shit. But as for this other this project I'm talking about, that I'm gonna probably gonna drop it like mid-September, something like that, because the songs are kind of already done. I just have to record them and mix it up, and yeah, like I'm thinking of dropping it around that range because October is when I want to drop the initial project, which you're not gonna get in October. You're probably not gonna get it this year if I drop this 5-track project,
Right.
and it does as well as I'm hoping it goes. Because if it does, then I'm gonna push that shit. Then set up for that.
We're pushing everything, guys. We're pushing everything. Lance is calling me now because we're after the podcast. This is an extended podcast right now, guys. You don't really get this often. What's good, Lance?
all. High key, bro. I'm also
Not
gonna
yet,
change my
actually,
Instagram
we're
thing. I'm changing
Still
my name
running
back
it
to
for some
Spacely
reason, but,
because
we're gonna.
I'm putting it back to this because
End it
it's
pretty soon.
simpler,
But
easier to
it's like
understand,
good.
easier to find.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just easier to
Yeah, you can
for
sign out.
everybody. Guys, it is SPACELY. Once again, I have reverted back to my other self. I have come out the cocoon. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
Drive safe.
it's easier for you guys to to find me if I'm just at space ly. You know, nobody. There's not too much thinking for you to do, and you can't say, "Well, I couldn't spell it." You know what I mean?
It's creative. I like the way that you spell it.
I like it
That
too,
way too. But I can imagine some people get like confused.
all the time. Cause in like, all I do is tell them space ly. If I go SPVCLEE or I go SPV Lee, SPVC Lee, most people don't get that either. And I'm like, SPVC, lot to say. Space LY, space Lee. Like,
Right.
it's so much easier. And I feel like
You gotta.
it symbolizes it in their mind.
I think you gotta hashtag Spacely, like the generic spelling for it as well. You know, just so that when
Well,
people.
I've been
type
doing
in-
that.
Yeah. As long as you keep doing that and like people type in like Spacely just as it sounds, like it might pop up. Anyway, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I mean, I've tried to look up your shit a few times, like where I was just like, fuck. How do I put a fucking pyramid on this shit? You know, then I just realized you just have other. You know, I used your other user
Yeah.
to search me on SoundCloud now. But
You changed it to LY. Why didn't you just leave the two E's at the end?
Think about that.
oh, so you did change it.
Yeah, I changed it already. My Instagram is white.
I feel like it's more like.
Nothing here right now besides,
for lack of
besides
a
like,
better term,
I put what the fuck happened
So-
to Space League.
So is this like some sort of like clean slate you're trying to do?
Pretty much, like, cause I did it the first time in a sense, but it was more like I just removed everything, and my profile views went down. Like my visits went down by like a shit ton. Like there's a point I was getting like 806 profile views a day, and that shit just went. Like when I had my dreads and everything, and then I was just posting shit. I only get like 60 fucking likes, but the reach was crazy. And then these people just come and look at it, and I'm like, that's cool. Keep looking at me. You know what I mean? Then it started to go like decline because I stopped, like, it's basically when I stopped uploading weekly, and then I cut the dreads out, so I just didn't look as interesting to people anymore. I just look different. I went through the archive watching my videos, and I'm like, I almost still can't believe I looked like that like 4 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even that long ago, and it's like, I really do not feel like that person.
Get your hair twisted back, bro.
Oh
Yeah, he was about to cut it again.
What?
Yeah.
I was,
Told him
okay.
You're just gonna regret it again.
Dude,
you
like-
always regret it.
Like, why do you make impulsive, spontaneous decisions sometimes?
Mhm.
Because you're a passionate fucking artist, and that's because you can't help that. Listen to Kanye fucking rattle about that all day.
Yeah.
But you just gotta know where you really want to be, bro. Like be you, be spacely. Don't try to create nothing,
Okay, I see what you mean.
You feel me? I mean, we create every day, all day, but like we don't need to create anything to change ourselves. You feel me? I know that's not really what your intention is. It's just like
But I
when you
like
do
that.
that, it ultimately might change you, or at least for as long as you like hold that up,
Yeah.
Because you got you and you have Spacely, and you got fucking what's his name?
Oh my god, you're talking about
Stefano.
Stefano.
Stefano, I know, is still fucking trapped in there. So let him out on a song. He needs a song.
That's terrible. Oh my
I'm
god.
just kidding. You guys don't know about that shit.
Yeah.
Something you should revert back to the EE at the end.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that because it sounds cooler.
I feel like that makes you different from other people that use that.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause the regular way to spell it, like, everybody would like use that.
Yeah, it doesn't look cool in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just.
But it's so simple. I feel like I'm looking at the LEE. There's a lot of E's in there.
It's only two E's.
3 E's.
No, you don't need the first E.
Yeah. Because the
You never used the first E.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to. And yeah, you never did. Like,
Yeah.
Look how it looks now.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Who knew? Picky
This is,
guys.
this is artist shit, you know. There's a little shit that you got to think about yourself, you know. I'm sure all of you got like freaking don't know how to make your decisions on it, or some of you are just like, I don't give a fuck what I call myself. I'm gonna call myself Stinky Ragdoll Sock, you know.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. And that's how it is. All right,
I
Batch.
hear that.
Follow, subscribe,
Follow,
hit that
subscribe,
bell,
please.
comment. Let us know what you think about the podcast. We're gonna be back at you in another week, and you're gonna hear HEB Lit, hashtag HEB Lit
HEB lit.
on Spotify, iTunes, and 148 other stores.
HEB lit. Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck. Jumping on the winds, HEB Lit, y'all.